In the beginning of last year, YouTube made it very clear that they were going to be cracking down on the use of ad blockers, a browser extension that served basically 90% of the purpose of YouTube's own YouTube Premium. It blocked ads. Now it's getting pretty clear that not only are they sticking to their guns, but they're using dirty tactics that quite honestly hurt the brand and the user experience. If you're like me, you use an ad blocker, or at least used to, because in recent weeks, YouTube has become lethargically slow, like 2008 Grandpa's iMac slow. This seems to be because YouTube is targeting users with ad blockers and slowing down their computer with some pretty sketchy methods. Now, this has me asking so many questions. Why hurt their own service so much just to prove a point that most people will miss? Is YouTube justified in manipulating their users by pushing them into a corner? Should there be ads on CPR tutorials? Why are there adult content ads on YouTube? And why are there so many ads? Are ad blockers piracy? We're gonna cover all of those. I'm Quincy, by the way. Do you remember that tweet YouTube replied with in response to there being ads on time-critical life-saving videos like, say, a CPR tutorial? Yo Palm says, "Hey YouTube, maybe don't put ads before first aid videos. I don't have time to watch a Red Lobster ad when my grandma is choking on a fishbone." And of course, YouTube says, "Sorry to hear about the trouble. YouTube Premium offers an ad-free experience when you watch videos," but yeah, that's a real tweet. And I think it shows some transparency when it comes to YouTube's mindset on the whole ad blocker thing. And honestly, while this is a pretty bad PR blunder, YouTube is justified in trying to reduce the amount of ad blockers on their site in theory. Now, the reason why I say in theory is because YouTube is trying to have their cake and eat it too. Obviously, we all know that in recent years, the amount of ads on this website have begun to reach cable TV territory. And on top of that, some of these ads have been pretty not safe for work. Something that a professor, anyone in an office, or basically any non-basement dweller would like to avoid. So some might say that YouTube is holding their users hostage in exchange for a ransom that prevents the need to look at, cartoon boobies. On top of that, YouTube is now restricting control from creators regarding how they'd like to monetize their videos. Now, it's a binary monetized or not monetized, whereas before you could monetize a video with very little or a lot of intrusion, say just a single ad at the beginning or the end of a video at the sacrifice of some revenue. Now, creators have lost that control, or at least soon. I wouldn't know since I'm not eligible to be monetized considering I don't have enough subscribers or watch hours, yet you still might have seen an ad at the beginning or end or during this video because I don't get to control that, nor do I see any of the money. Though I am getting really close, so if you want to subscribe and like the video and everything, that'd be really super awesome. Now, unfortunately, one of the biggest issues with ad blockers is not only does YouTube not get their cut, but neither does the creator. Meaning, if you watch this very video with an ad blocker, I will never ever see any revenue from that view. So you could certainly say that YouTube is protecting their community by increasing the amount of ad revenue seen by creators, especially considering YouTube Premium users are far more valuable when it comes to how much ad revenue they give you when watching your video. A lot of people don't know that. But this still begs the question, why slow down my computer for using an ad blocker instead of just, banning it? At least tell me that the experience will be laggy when using an ad blocker so I know that I should disable it instead of just using this crappy experience, which, like I said, is insanely slow now. In fact, I disabled my ad blocker because it was faster to just watch the ads than put up with how lethargic YouTube is. Yeah, it's that bad. Honestly, I might be cynical about this, but the answer is probably just corporate dumbassery that leads to stupid decisions that hurt the community, user experience, and the brand. But why are the ads on YouTube so sexualized now compared to something like cable TV? Standards. YouTube standards are low, and YouTube's auditors are few and far between. It's not that they don't do anything, it's just they don't do enough, which is why you see weird stuff like this and this. And of course, YouTube is going to cram as many advertisements as they can into their creators' videos because more ads is more money. And the fact of the matter is, we're putting up with it. YouTube has a monopoly on long form and a pretty good grip on short form content, and especially with that 55% creator revenue split, most of us aren't going anywhere, and neither are the users. And since YouTube is a for-profit private company, they're going to experiment with just how many ads they can cram down our throats, which, as it turns out, is a lot. I mean, tell me, when's the last time you clicked off of an engaging video just because there was an ad? Yeah, it's probably been a while. Now, the elephant in the room. As someone who uses them, ad blockers are piracy. I know, it sucks to say that, but it's true. Both for YouTube's 45% cut and the creator's 55% cut. So YouTube is technically in the right when it comes to making sure they get paid, especially because you're using their platform. It's just, why do it in a cryptic stealth lag way while continuing to cram more and more, sometimes not safe for work ads down our throats, when they could dramatically improve their reputation by using transparency and working with, not against, the community? YouTube, if you need a PR rep,